Assalamualaikum. My name is Umina Mastura binti Abu Saman. I am from a Bachelor Administrative Science student. Today, my friend and I will present about our topic assessment, which is American Parkinson's Disease Association Center. The important point that will be included in this discussion, such as the issue of the American Parkinson's Disease Association Center and how to solve this issue. So let's begin with the introduction first. So what is the Parkinson's disease? It can be defined as a movement disorder that can affect the nervous system. Its symptoms occur because of the low dopamine level in the brain. Experts also do not know how Parkinson's disease developed. However, they currently believe genetic change and environment exposed to the environmental factors such as toxin. The symptoms start with the slight tremor in one hand and feeling stiffness in the body. Over time, other symptoms develop and some people will experience dementia. Some early signs of Parkinson's disease such as movement change, next, coordination and unbalance that can cause a person to drop something or fall over. Moreover, a loss of sense can be one of the signs of Parkinson's disease. These symptoms affect one side and gradually affect both sides. Because of this disease, they developed American Parkinson's Disease Association Center. This center was founded in 1961 with the major purpose. The major purpose is to ease burden of Americans with Parkinson's disease, as well as for their families by nationwide information and referral centers and support group. In addition, this is non-profit voluntary health agency that commit to serving the Parkinson community. This one will be discussed by the next person.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Hidayah. Okay. Today I want to explain my part regarding about the issue and the problem that must face by the center, American Parkinson Association Center. Okay. From that article that I already read, okay, I found that two issues and problems that this center must be faced. Okay. First of all, as we know that patients with the PD are commonly referred to the neurologist. However, due to the complex nature of the disease and its management, it is common for neurologists themselves to refer patients to the PD subspecialist. Okay. This is one of the issues that need to be focused because the assessment center now only offer service through the comprehensive program like research, program research, patient educations, and then support group only, means that not for the medical treatment, just only for the educations, to spread the education regarding about the PT, to build the group support group with them. Okay. A main problem is always happen if they have a critical patient, means that complicated patients. They cannot offer this service unless they need to refer a specialist of the hospital, university hospital. Means that if they have the critical patients and complicated patients, they must refer to the hospital. Okay. All the community neurologists and primary care physicians in that center is outside the university system and actually are unable to help them because it is beyond their field and ability. Usually, critical and complicated patients should be referred to the hospital or affiliate neurology clinics. Means that this center cannot help them because they have a complicated illness. So, neurologists, community neurologists and also the primary care physicians refer them to the hospital, university. Okay. The second problem is all that things must do with the reservations, especially for the case critical patient must do the reservation. Okay. We already know when the patients need to undergo and hospital monitoring, patient have to go through various complicated procedure and need to make early bookings because the hospitals has many patients who need such service. This make the patients feel frustrated. Okay, frustrated, and the patient emotion will be disturbed. Like I say, this patient come to the center because they need help, but because of they have the critical and complicated illness regarding about the PD, they must refer to the hospital. The center cannot help them. Okay, because the center cannot give the medical assistance to them, just only for the education, for the support group only, and spread the education about regarding PD. Okay. In the opinion of the patients, okay, it's a generally understanding that the center should be able to help them and ease the burden of their patient. But all that went wrong because they also have the phase of procedure in the hospital. Like we know, this center have the limitation in their service for the complicated patients, like I said before this, because it's not a medical establishment. Okay. Moreover is because of that, neurologists and primary care physicians will lose the patients for the hospital. In addition, which is also affect other patients who need support and encouragement and are interested in coming to ask for service to the center because they think the center cannot help them. Okay. Because of that too, okay, this will affect the impact of the neurology specialist committees, and the arrival of patient can give them the ability to provide such information means that this center will lose the patients. So these are two problem and issue must be the center must be focused regarding about the patient, means that the customer. So that's all. Fatihah will be continued for the next issue. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Fatihah binti Muhammad Nazli. Now I want to continue to other issue that can be related in American Parkinson's Disease Association Center. Thirdly is conflict of interest related to pharmaceutical sponsored trial. A conflict of interest exists when two or more contradictory interests relate to an activity by an individual or an institution. The conflict lies in the situation, not in any behavior or lack of behavior of the individual. That means that a conflict of interest is not intrinsically a bad thing. In APDA, some of operating funds come from grant money of pharmaceutical companies, and pharmaceutical companies also provide their drugs to APDA. The conflict may happen when trials that find a drug is less clinically effective or cost-effective or less safe than other drugs that used to treat the same condition and can pose considerable financial risks to companies and maybe risk to patients of Parkinson's. Pressure to show that the drug causes a favorable outcome may result in bias in design, outcomes, and reporting of industry-sponsored research. Lastly, I go to the outcome of issue from APDA. It is general feeling that academic neurologists do not treat them with respect. Although American Parkinson's Disease Association has neurologists specializing in Parkinson's disease, they conduct an annual symposium by giving hot topics such as new drugs and surgical treatments, but they do not serve and give treatments to their patients in APDA. They are not responsible in giving treatment because APDA is not medical establishment. They only give the information and guideline to their patient. Patient will feel offended and less respected when academic neurologists refer them to the Parkinson's disease subspecialist. On the other hand, there is no standard treatment for Parkinson's disease. Treatment for each person with Parkinson is based on his or her symptoms. Patients who believe two neurologists can solve their problem, but problems cannot be solved, so they will feel sad and lose their respect to neurologists also. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. My name is Mazlina binti Ganib. Our discussion is question number 2. Can you suggest specific activities and practice related to customer satisfaction and loyalty that they might engage to develop into a total quality organization? Firstly is promotion and advertising. organization should focus on Parkinson's disease. The main purpose of the association is to help people with Parkinson's disease from being isolated by society. The organization demonstrates success in satisfying the market and customer satisfaction by conducting sale promotion. The association is a non-profit voluntary health body committed to serving the Parkinson community through programs such as research, patient education and support. For example, the organization will ensure the interaction of loyal customers by holding diversifying product and service promotion activities across the country. Organizations support group of families members of their caregivers and act professionalism and expertise. Number 2 is cooperation and teamwork. The collaboration of the two can enhance their knowledge, skill and abilities by working in a team, and this affect the performance and effectiveness of the organization, and employees who work with others in a team tend to be more productive than others peers. It is not only the key to success in management but also an essential tool for increasing organizational productivity. For example, involve community neurologists and primary care present outside the university system as allies their effort. When in an organization, there are skilled clients will be loyal to the doctor abilities. Association and organization also join hands to create charitable activities by promoting the activities of participation. Support. Organization and association can help patients and families to interact with others individuals with similar diagnosis to allow these people to share experience and information. Support group and association also provide an opportunity to hear speakers talk about various aspects of Parkinson's disease. Customer will be loyal and satisfied if an organization has many specialist doctor, nurse or social worker who can usually provide contact information for this service in a local area. For example, doctor provide guidance, knowledge, strengthening, exercise and moderate stretching are important for everyone with Parkinson's disease. Lifestyle change, aerobic exercise such as working outside or on a treadmill, exercise many course and seminar for public knowledge about Parkinson. Ongoing guidance. The best Parkinson's disease activities rapid improvement should be continued. They will be comfortable and able to control and take care of themselves. Source of continuous improvement are also important. Researcher needs to continually research the best source for Parkinson's disease. When this continue, it can become a resource in case someone asks about a symptom or something else, so the researcher has information about it. For example, a regular customer who use our product occasionally, when a company upgrade or update a product, the customer will ask if there any new update in the product. We ask that organization need information to be explained to customer so as to make a customer feel satisfied using our products and service, as well as loyalty to our organization. E-commerce. The e-commerce platform is a site that showcase the knowledge of customer and participation themselves. Knowledge and awareness about Parkinson will spread and provide positive input. For example, organization and association will provide review on product and service that are easy to read, that will help all group in terms of knowledge through Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, filling in the right question, share content, Facebook Live, create a contest and give a surprise. This situation can increase loyal customers. Lastly is suggestion. Feedback from customer. An organization provide feedback box to customers. The procedure is implemented to ensure that customer feedback related to the organization service can be updated from time to time. Survey method used to collect data to obtain customer feedback. For example, from customer feedback, the organization will provide the correct weakness and loyal customer will still get the same service. Parkinson patient will be treated well equipped. Medical center and recommendation or complaint will improve and quality of the organization services.
Assalamualaikum. Hi. What we can suggest specific activities and practice to customer satisfaction and loyalty is the first one, customer focus. Then teamwork in organization, and the last one is continued purpose. So we go through customer focus. Customer focus is to provide sufficient relevant information on the needs and expectation of customer and their level satisfaction. It also can improving customer satisfaction, which they can aim customer retention, increasing customer loyalty, and can increase profit in organization. If the company failure to meet what customer focus and expectation, the customer will assume the result in dissatisfaction with the product and service. So our customer will stop using our product. It's like the company can figuring out how to get the right material, people and process in place to meet and exceed their expectation. Okay, the second one is teamwork and organization. There is a view as an essential feature of modern management theory and practice. It also can be defined as a collection of a small number of individuals with complementary skills who are committed to a common purpose and performance goal. Teamwork is important to working together to achieve a target of a product to make customer satisfied and loyalty with the product they're using. Okay, the third one is continuous purpose. It's continuous improvement is the ongoing improvement of product, service or process through incremental and breakthrough improvement, with the more specific focus on linear continuous improvement within an existing process. Some practitioners also associate continuous purpose more closely technique of statistical process control. Continuous resources also important to make company keep going and get latest information to get the idea to improve the product. Okay, the other one is education and training. Education is a process of facility learning or accomplish of value, knowledge, action and habit. It also used as the term for learning theory. For the training can be specific to your requirement, your occupation or your skill set if people want to implement a new system or improve a specific ability. Education and training are important because there is a strong learning environment. So when we working in organization, it's the one point what we can be learning to successful our product, and then it improve individual career development. So at the same time, when we keep training or we get education, we can improve our career in the organization. And the last social emotional development. So this can be make our be social with our staff to working more emotional social to develop the environment.
Hi, back to me, Umino Mastura binti Abu Saman, and I will conclude on our presentation. As a conclusion, American Parkinson's Disease Association Center, that also known as APDAC, face a lot of issue and problem in order to ease burden of American with PD and as well as their family. Some of them like having critical and complicated patient, problem in reservation and etc. However, there are few strategies to overcome this issue and problem, such as focus on customer, which is American with PD as well as their family, increase teamwork in organization, continuous improvement, and etc. I think that's all from me and my friend. We hope that you guys understand and enjoy our explanation just now. Thank you for watching.